Have you ever found yourself wondering about the journey ahead? Especially as we gather more years and wisdom. It's a natural part of life, this aging process. And with it often comes a quiet apprehension, a subtle fear of the unknown that lies beyond a certain age. We hear stories, we see things in movies, but the true picture of what awaits us, particularly after 75, often remains shrouded in mystery, even a little discomfort. It's a reality we all face, yet it's one we rarely discuss openly, truly and honestly. This silence can leave us feeling unprepared, perhaps even a little scared, about what the final chapters of our lives might truly hold. But what if I told you there are beautiful, liberating truths about this phase, secrets if you will, that can transform apprehension into peace and confusion into clarity? These aren't morbid discussions. They're empowering insights that can enrich your life right now and prepare you for a future filled with grace and understanding. In this video, we're going to gently uncover 5 hidden truths about death after 75. Essential knowledge that every senior must know to live fully and face the future with profound peace. And I promise, if you watch right to the very end, there's something waiting for you that will truly surprise you. Let's begin by exploring the first of these hidden truths. And it might just challenge some of the long-held notions you have about what truly matters as we get older. You see, for many of us, the idea of a bucket list conjures up images of thrilling adventures, skydiving, scaling distant mountains, touring exotic lands. And while there's absolutely nothing wrong with those aspirations, and indeed, many seniors are still embarking on incredible journeys, there's a quiet, profound shift that often occurs in our priorities as we move past 75. The first hidden truth is this: the bucket list, often subtly, but significantly, shifts from grand adventures to deeply meaningful connections. It's less about checking off far-flung destinations and more about mending fences, deepening bonds, and truly cherishing the people in our lives. Think about it for a moment. As our bodies might not be as eager for rigorous travel, or our energy levels might suggest a quieter pace, our hearts often yearn for something richer, something more fulfilling on a soul level. This isn't about giving up on new experiences. It's about recognizing where true joy and peace often reside in our later years. It's about those long, lingering conversations with a grandchild, truly listening to their dreams and worries. It's about sharing a quiet cup of tea with a lifelong friend, reminiscing about shared laughter and tears, not needing to fill every silence with words. It might even be about reaching out to someone from your past, an old friend or family member with whom you've lost touch, or perhaps with whom there's unresolved history. The adventure here becomes one of emotional courage and vulnerability. It's about saying, "I love you," more often, expressing gratitude for the small things, and taking the time to truly see and acknowledge the people around you. It could be writing letters to loved ones, not just for special occasions, but simply to share a memory or express appreciation. It might involve sitting down to finally tell your life stories, perhaps recording them, so your experiences and wisdom can live on. These acts of connection, these moments of genuine human interaction, become the most precious items on a revised, more profound bucket list. They're the moments that fill the heart, provide comfort, and create a lasting legacy of love, far more enduring than any material possession or fleeting experience. This shift isn't a sign of decline, it's a sign of profound wisdom. Recognizing that the greatest treasures we possess are the relationships we nurture. It's about understanding that our greatest desire for peace and contentment in later life isn't found in conquering the world, but in truly connecting with the world within our reach. And that leads us beautifully to our second hidden truth, one that can bring immense peace of mind and a sense of empowerment during this stage of life. We often feel, as we age, that control is slipping away from us. Our bodies change, our routines might shift, and sometimes it feels like decisions are being made for us rather than by us. But here's the liberating reality: you have more say in your final chapter than you might realize. This isn't about morbidly dwelling on the end. It's about proactively shaping how you want to live out your remaining years, and how you want your wishes to be honored, especially when you might no longer be able to voice them yourself. This truth speaks to the incredible power of advanced care planning. It's about having open, honest conversations with your loved ones and, if appropriate, your medical team, about your values, your preferences, and what a good quality of life means to you. It involves documenting your wishes through things like a living will or appointing a durable power of attorney for healthcare. These aren't just legal documents. They are profound expressions of your autonomy and your love. They ensure that your voice is heard, even if you're unable to speak. Imagine the peace of knowing that if a difficult medical decision needs to be made, your family isn't burdened with guessing what you would have wanted. They have the clarity of your stated wishes. This process alleviates stress for everyone involved and allows you to live with the confidence that your journey will unfold in a way that respects your deepest values. It's about making choices today that will bring comfort tomorrow, not just for yourself, but for those who care about you most. It's a remarkable gift you can give yourself and your family, allowing you to focus on truly living each day, rather than worrying about the uncertain future. Knowing these things and taking these practical steps can truly transform the way you approach this stage of life, allowing you to live with greater intention and less anxiety. Now that we've discussed the power of shifting our focus to deeper connections and taking control of our final wishes, let's talk about something equally profound: the pathway to true inner peace. This brings us to our third hidden truth, which is often counterintuitive in a world that tells us to constantly strive and accumulate. This truth is simple, yet incredibly powerful. Peace often comes from letting go, not from holding on. As we journey through life, we accumulate so much, don't we? Not just physical possessions, but also emotional baggage, old grievances, past disappointments, unfulfilled expectations, regrets about choices made or opportunities missed. We often carry these burdens, sometimes for decades, without realizing how heavy they are. But as we reach our later years, the weight of these things can become truly exhausting. Letting go isn't about giving up. It's about liberation. It's about recognizing that holding on to anger, resentment, or guilt only harms us. It's about forgiving ourselves and others, not because they necessarily deserve it, but because you deserve the peace that comes from releasing those heavy chains. This can manifest in various ways. Perhaps it's finally having that difficult conversation you've put off for years, offering or seeking an apology. Or it might be as simple as decluttering your home, letting go of possessions that no longer serve a purpose, creating space not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. Imagine the lightness you'd feel if you released the need for things to have been different, or for people to have acted differently in the past. This also extends to letting go of the need for perfection, or the pressure to be someone you're not. It's about embracing acceptance of your current circumstances, acceptance of what you can and cannot change, and acceptance of yourself, exactly as you are, with all your experiences and wisdom. Practical steps for this can include journaling to process old emotions, practicing mindfulness to stay grounded in the present moment, or engaging in simple acts of forgiveness, even if it's just within your own heart. This isn't always easy, of course, but the profound sense of peace and freedom that comes from consciously choosing to let go can be truly transformative. It allows you to live more fully in the present, unburdened by the past, and open to the beauty of each new day. It's a profound act of self-love that truly sets the stage for a peaceful and contented final chapter. And as we embrace the power of letting go, we naturally move into our fourth hidden truth, one that redefines what it means to leave a lasting impact. When we think of legacy, our minds often jump to grand achievements, financial inheritances, or famous names. But as we pass 75, many discover a far more intimate and powerful truth: your presence is your most profound legacy. It's not just about what you leave behind in terms of material wealth or accomplishments. It's about the quiet, consistent impact you have on the lives around you every single day. Simply by being who you are. Your presence refers to the kindness you offer, the wisdom you share, the stories you tell, the way you listen with a compassionate ear, the comfort you provide with a simple touch or a gentle smile. It's the way you show up for others, even in small ways. Think of the lasting impression a grandparent's calm demeanor can have on a child, or the subtle guidance an elder offers through their lived experience, simply by being present in conversation. It's the ripple effect of your character, your values, and your love. This legacy is built moment by moment, in the warmth of a shared laugh, the quiet solace of a shared silence, the unwavering support you offer. It's about living in a way that truly enriches the lives of those around you, not through grand gestures, but through authentic connection and genuine care. Actionable steps for cultivating this living legacy are simple, yet powerful. It might be dedicating time to truly listen to someone without interruption or judgment. It could be sharing stories from your past, offering insights, or simply lending a comforting presence to someone who is struggling. It's about actively showing appreciation, offering encouragement, and being a source of light and stability in your family or community. This legacy is woven into the fabric of daily life, through the way you treat people, the example you set, and the love you pour into the world. It means being fully present in conversations, not just waiting for your turn to speak. It means offering a helping hand, even in small ways, or sharing your unique perspective on life's challenges. It's about the quiet dignity of a life well lived, expressed through your character and your relationships. This kind of legacy doesn't require wealth or fame. It simply requires your authentic self. It's a beautiful realization that the most significant mark you can leave on the world is often made through the simple, consistent act of being a loving, present human being. This truth reminds us that our value isn't tied to what we achieve, but to who we are and how we choose to show up for others, creating a lasting impact that transcends time and material possessions. As we bring all these powerful insights together, we arrive at our fifth and final hidden truth, one that wraps everything we've discussed in a comforting embrace. We've talked about shifting our priorities to connection, empowering ourselves through thoughtful planning, finding peace by letting go of old burdens, and recognizing the profound legacy of our presence. Now, it's time to understand that true preparedness isn't about fear, but about love and clarity. For many, the word preparedness in the context of later life immediately conjures up images of fear, of something to dread or avoid. We might think of complex legal documents, difficult conversations, or confronting the uncomfortable reality of our own mortality. But this hidden truth reframes everything. It teaches us that preparing for our final chapter, and even for death itself, is not an act of fear, but one of the deepest forms of love. Love for ourselves, and even more profoundly, love for those we will leave behind. Think about it when you meticulously plan, when you make your wishes known, when you organize your affairs. You are performing an incredible act of kindness for your loved ones. You are alleviating their burden, reducing their stress, and giving them the clarity they need during what will undoubtedly be a difficult time. This preparedness isn't about rushing towards the end. It's about ensuring that your journey, and their experience of it, is as peaceful and dignified as possible. It means having those important conversations about your healthcare wishes, not just with doctors, but with your family, so there's no guesswork or agonizing decisions on their part. It means organizing your important documents, perhaps creating a simple guide to your finances, your passwords, or even your favorite recipes, so that your legacy isn't just memories, but practical ease for those who follow. This isn't about creating complicated plans, but about bringing clarity to what matters. It's about knowing where your will is, or having a simple conversation about what kind of memorial you might prefer. If any at all, these aren't morbid discussions. They are acts of forethought and compassion. Beyond the practical, there's also an emotional and spiritual preparedness. This involves making peace with your past, as we discussed with letting go, cultivating gratitude for your life's journey, and connecting with your own sense of spirituality or purpose. It's about finding inner peace, not just in the absence of fear, but in the presence of love and acceptance. This proactive approach to life's inevitable journey allows you to live more fully in the present, unburdened by future anxieties. When you know you've done what you can to prepare, you are free to truly savor each day, each conversation, each moment of connection. You're free to build that profound legacy of presence, knowing that you're leaving things in order, not out of fear, but out of genuine care. So, as we reflect on these 5 hidden truths, the shift from grand adventures to meaningful connections, the power of taking control of your final wishes, the liberation found in letting go of burdens, the profound impact of your everyday presence, and finally, the realization that true preparedness is an act of love and clarity. I hope you feel a sense of empowerment, not apprehension. These aren't truths to be feared, but insights to embrace. They are keys to living a richer, more intentional, and more peaceful life right now. And for whatever lies ahead, remember, small changes can make a truly monumental difference in how you experience this beautiful stage of life. Each step you take towards understanding and embracing these truths is a step towards greater peace, not just for yourself, but for your entire family and community. I encourage you to share your own thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Have any of these truths resonated with you in a particular way? What steps are you considering taking to live more fully or prepare more peacefully? Your insights could truly help others in our community. If this video has brought you some comfort, clarity, or encouragement, please do give it a thumbs up. It helps us reach more people who might benefit from these discussions. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to our channel for more content designed to help you live your best life at every age. Thank you for joining me on this important conversation. Live your best life with joy and peace every single day.